All right, so this is the second Your Music is Bad and You Should Feel Bad podcast. It's a little shorter episode just because we tried to do 2 in the first day to get things rolling, and it started off all right, but then we kind of fell apart at the end. You'll hear one kind of odd edit, and then things will stop making sense, but they really didn't make that much sense anyway. So also my friend Rich stopped by, and he jumps in a bit towards the end. And he has a bunch of music degrees, so he'll hopefully be on more podcasts in the future. This was just sort of a random, he was coming by anyway, and so he jumped on. And so, yeah, here it is. Check it out. And it's the second Your Music is Bad and You Should Feel Bad podcast. Second. Yeah. Yes, Jamie, this is the second episode. Jamie Ignao is here again. And this is a second podcast and definitely not recorded on the same day as the first podcast. And definitely not only an hour apart. Anyways, so there's an interesting topic, something that there's this supposed subgenre which I refuse to acknowledge as an actual genre of music because I think it's probably not. But I just heard of it today. I think I don't think I even heard about this before today. Yeah, because you posted about this on Facebook.
I didn't post about it. I responded.
You responded to a post,
just like responding to something like the MTA in New York or Kanye West, for example. Apparently, Beatdown is something that I have to talk about only because I had to defend metalcore from a fellow musician. But he wasn't really dogging metalcore. He was just saying how it didn't or it shared the same aggression.
Yeah, which is I'm not even going to get into that whole thing. No. But so this Beatdown appears to be sort of like maybe it was an offshoot of metal, but it's almost nothing like metalcore.
No,
really
not at all. No, it definitely takes roots more from death. And
well, it's just that's the thing. It's so shitty that it's like it could have started with any other metal or hardcore-ish genre because it devolved to such a big turd. It's basically just nonstop slow breakdowns.
Yeah, really slow. I mean, at least in other genres of hardcore music, I suppose. You get the classic like snare to kick to tom to kick, like thing, and then you'd be like, oh god. And then you might hear a really slow bum bum ba-dum da, and the tempo would just drop.
Yeah. And
then of course everybody go nuts in 2-step, which is good. You like it, you dislike it, whatever. The music's good if you like it. That's all that matters. So when it comes to Beatdown, apparently it's just like a really slower, deathier, 8-stringed, way lower tuned. I mean, that's a whole other thing to argue about. Genre of metal, sub-genre.
But it looked more like they were just, dudes with 6 or maybe 7 strings with like tuned way down. Like they probably don't have.
No,
some of them have 8.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they only play 4 strings.
Right. But. I mean, we're gonna get a bunch of hate messages from. That's not Beatdown, man. Dave's not here.
Oh
man.
Yeah, what I really need to do actually before the next episode is set up a specific hate mail address, so I can just periodically stop and say, please direct all hate mail inquiries
to this,
because I will attempt to respond to all individually and as honestly as possible.
Yeah, you have a mail. You have to comment on the page if you like it, right? You have to like it and then comment. So that's even better because
we can have a view. If I actually get some, we can have like a viewer mail section where we respond to them. I'll do a shout out to Glenn Fricker or Frickers. I'm not sure if there's an S at the end of his name. He's this dude. Have you seen him?
No.
He works at Spectre Sound Studios, or maybe he owns it. I'm not sure. It's like his studio.
I heard of it.
He does some stuff with Metal Sucks, which I'm not going to talk about right now because Metal sucks. But he is like a studio guy, so most of his stuff is about metal and recording. And basically,
He spends a lot of time bashing auto-tune, bashing quantization, bashing shitty bass players, which, while I agree, like I can't come out hard against bass players because there aren't enough of them.
No, I agree.
The bigger problem I have with bass players is not that they're stupid, is that they don't exist, which is interesting because I got a whole...
In metal, you mean?
No, that's the thing. They're
general.
disappearing from the natural world. I went to this show last
Is this your
night.
8-string, 9-string
No,
thing
this
with
show I
guitar?
went... No, that's where they went in metal. Okay, in metal, all the bass players... or the people who would have been bass players decided to play guitar, and so they just got an 8 or a 9 string, and they can play low but still play guitar, and the bands just don't bother getting a bass player. But no, this was like a. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe them. It's like it's rock. It's sort of the modern trend towards like folksy. Older, folksier, like early America, supposed, pseudo Americana, but like not, the bam, 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 like kind of like Mumford or whatever, but just kind of that constant thumping to the rhythm, which that sounds not as cool on the mic as it.
No, it sounded cool to me. I mean, it felt cool. I felt it.
Well, it felt good, but it didn't sound like it. But yeah, so like, so it's kind of just like rock with a little bit of that folky thing. Very modern, right? It's a very modern.
It's a lot of ukulele musicians that do solo music that get away with it as well.
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
And
Are we really just saying Brooklyn
the
hipster shite because we can just say it? No.
The last song, the dude took out a mandolin and then played the same part he had played in a different song on the guitar, but it's on the mandolin. Yeah, well, and of course all their songs sound the same. But but the point is they didn't have a bass player. All the bass lines were played by the left hand of their keyboard player, who would then play simple piano parts with his right hand.
Doorsy stuff.
But it wasn't like, oh my god, is he playing the bass and all those amazing keyboard parts? It was like, and he was playing like with a bass patch, so it just kind of sounded like there was a bass player.
Well,
but it was just
in
his
those
left hand.
bands, I mean, I like all forms of music. Polka's great, and when you get to that kind of music, a great hefty bass line is fantastic. It's phenomenal. So to omit that is just stupid.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands that I've seen bass players take a backseat to, but you know what? A lot of what musicians don't seem to get nowadays, and no matter what genre you're performing is, what the music calls for. Now, if you take certain metalcore bands, it just calls for the root, man. It just calls for someone to take a pick and beat the shit out of that through an Ampeg SVT, It just takes that like really trebly, gritty, mid-sounding thing.
Yeah.
Just to play it. And then there are other metal bands like, have you ever heard of Protest the Hero?
Yeah.
That bass player is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
He's phenomenal. He's so bloody good.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure to have breakdowns where he gets to do a fill and you're like, that's a bass player. That's a great bass player. And we've all been in a bunch of bands where we've just kind of shoved a guitar player on the bass.
No, that's the thing. I couldn't even find that in most scenarios.
Well, that's the other thing. You fight for it and then you get it and the guy's like, yeah, sure. Can we switch on and off?
That's why what I'm just considering doing is hire an 8-string player and then hand him like a 6-string bass. Be like, dude, this is okay. So check that out, man. This is this cool thing. Okay, it's like so like the 8 strings and 9 strings, right? It's like that, right? Like it goes about as low. It can go about as low.
Basically, you want to be a dick.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Well, okay. I would tune it down to like the like Meshuggah equivalent, like D or whatever on the bottom.
You're gonna need some.
The point is, we'll be like, oh look, you can get down to the same note as like my 8-string, right? But like it's got these thicker strings on it, and so it really like it transfers a lot more low frequency energy. Like you'd be surprised. Like you play this thing, and it's like it was meant to play bass notes. And so giving this thing, man, be like, shake this thing. That's pretty dope, right? Like you still run it through an Axe Effects, right? I'll just switch the model to an actual bass amp model, and then be like, dude, that sounds great. Yo, that's a crazy. I mean, and it's got less strings than an 8-string, I know, but like again, you just need the room for those big strings.
For all those people out there listening that don't play guitar or
I'm
bass.
describing a bass. I'm describing a bass.
Not even
guitar.
that. We go further back. Guitars have 6 strings. 7 strings are extended range. 8 strings are extended range.
8 strings
and
for
9
most
strings. Wankers out there, 9 strings are extended range. And for bass, it's 4. 5 are extended, 6 are extended.
And technically speaking, 8 strings is too many strings.
Technically speaking.
You can.
I mean, you have one.
Yeah, no, there's
staring
places
at
for
it.
it. There's uses for it.
Animals as leaders do it really
still
well.
Technically, is pushing it.
Yeah.
But 9 strings is absolutely too many strings. 9 strings can just fuck right off. I don't want. I've seen every time I've seen. It's just nope. It's too low.
Yeah.
It sounds like turds.
Right.
Just get a bass.
Dookie
Play
on
the bass
guitar.
notes on a bass.
Yeah.
And again, none of this affects.
Well, here, everyone should know about
None of this helps people to write better music either, because it just makes them not understand the purpose of a bass line.
Well, okay. I mean, this kind of brings us to, and I mean, we kind of digress from beat down.
Beat down. Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Because we don't give a
So
shit.
should we listen to this?
Oh yeah. So the quick background thing before this. I had a friend who great musician, Brian Passian, great musical family too. He is in a band called Doziak, and he went to go perform a show, and apparently there was a beatdown band there performing, and they had I don't know if this was before or after they played. They had a merch table, and then the beatdown moshing began, if you even want to fucking call it a mosh pit at that point. So from what I understand, because I don't frequent the beatdown shows, I don't. I love deathcore, metalcore, all of it. I just don't frequent beatdown. Say some person came up and just broke their merch table, but broke it in a certain way where I'm assuming it was a fold up. So they reset it up and it was fine. And Brian had a friend there. Then the wanker comes back and does it again.
Awesome.
And is just jumping up and down on it.
Oh, jeez.
I at this point, I just I have like a shot back to like Super Mario, just jumping up and down on something like, let's go. And then the friend of my good friend Brian decides to pull out the table and let him fall. That's as far as I got, because I just felt bad for the guy. I didn't talk anymore about it. He's a good guy, great musician. And then he posted up this video online. It was of a beatdown band apparently called Drowning from Chicago. And they apparently are the beatdown crew. They have a TBC like logo. They have jackets and people have shirts. And 325, I don't know. I mean, like, I've seen 420 and straight edge, but I don't know what the hell 325
I
means.
have no idea.
Might be like, 325 days of the year. I mean, maybe they're excluding holidays of all religions or certain religions, and they're like 325 days a year we beat the shit
when
out
you
of people.
take out all those holidays and shit where we're not representing, we still got 325 days of solid
beat down,
solid
motherfucker.
beat down per year.
So
should we listen to now? Do we
This
know
is Drowning,
if
right?
this is supposed to be a representative band? Are these guys supposed to be somebody that someone has heard of in Beatdown?
Well, I mean,
or?
I looked at them on Facebook, after the whole thing. I made a comment because my good friend was like, metalcore, aggression. The only difference I know between this and beatdown and this new genre beatdown is that it attracts more douchebags. And I'm like, Brian, there's douchebags in every genre. Like, metalcore's great. I can theoretically, as a teacher or just as a musician, explain what metalcore is and how it sounds in different genre paths that they take. Some are more pop influenced than metalcore, some are punk, some are thrash, whatever you want to say. And he's like, oh, it's cool. And I was like, let's come over, hang out, and I'll show you metalcore. But Drowning, as far as I understand, there's a video that we saw that I watched where their pit decided to take in metal trash cans and recycling cans.
Yeah.
You can look this up. It's a great article, and it's of Drowning Pool. And then the people in their crew who are beating the shit out of each other with the same t-shirts on, they must be best friends, taking trash cans, metal trash cans, and blasting each other on the bloody head with them. And with no remorse, no recompense for this.
Well, it's clearly like some sort of weird, like, part of the... Well, it's one of those subgenres that, like, the entire style of, like, every possible thing you would do musically, and the entire theme of the music is, like, woven into the concept of the subgenre, right? Beat down. And then all they do is, like... I mean, like you said, half the time there weren't even really vocals, and it was mostly just the guy yelling an intro.
We were talking about this before, because we love to not hit record, right?
Right.
And, I watched a couple more videos. I was like, I got to check these guys out, check videos, check links. And some of their other shows, the vocalist is going around, and I can't see any angle of him, even from behind, holding the mic up. He's like, get that circle pit going. Get that this going. And then we'd move around. At one point... In the trash can video, he just goes out. I don't even see a mic. He just goes out into the crowd with him, takes a trash can and throws it at someone. And it's like, man, I did a show with Minor Demons, Spencer Corona, leader of the band. about 2 weeks ago, and we played with some great bands from the South. Without a Hobby and Shiva's Destruction. Fucking love those guys. Shout out to them. Maybe mention them later. And was playing with these two bands in My Inner Demons, Shiva's Destruction and Without a Hobby. Fantastic bands. And also another band called Icarus. Icarus are from Iceland. The other two are from South. And it just... at one point, one of the musicians had said to me, I really want you to throw down hard, because they'd just seen My Inner Demons play. And for those of you who don't understand what throw down hard means, it means very, very gratuitous bum sex. No, it doesn't. It means like two set.
This is not a term I'm familiar with.
Hardcore dancing and such. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, so we're gonna listen to this band Drowning. The song is called Judgment. And there's a video which you won't be able to see, but it doesn't matter. We'll try to focus on the music. We have not heard this song yet either. So
no, I could say that.
You're fucking throwing chairs and shit. If you break something in here, you'll never have a show.
This is all part of their official music video.
This is one of the guys that says it.
Club, then you're never coming back in here. The fucking jukebox is state of the art. I don't know if you broke it. It's off now.
I guess they're telling everyone to be cool before this band about smashing things starts playing.
They're just going to do it.
Have fun, but have some respect. Clap it out to them, you've been alive.
All right, anytime you want to start your official music video, Drowning, that would be fantastic. Oh, there it is. This is a lot faster than the other example.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see this. This kind of just sounds like hardcore.
Hardcore. I know what I was going to say, yeah. This is very much so that
so there is a lot of cutaways to dudes jumping around in basements and jumping up on and off of things for no reason.
There's a lot of marijuana smoking there, I see, as well.
There's a lot of stage... Wait, okay, I just saw a bunch of dudes looking like they're moshing, but they were like stage punching each other. Like punching intentionally past each other. So I don't think that's how moshing is supposed to work.
That sounds like Southern Man.
Oh, it's the breakdown. Oh god, here comes the breakdown, dude.
Let me live without your judgment. It sounded like he said the truth is Merlot. I prefer Cabernet Sauvignon myself.
I can't understand any words he is saying.
Oh my god, is this going like Anthrax Public Enemy? It sounds like it.
Yeah. Anyway, so
that's I don't know. Everyone will have to respond to that. Is that fair representation of Beatdown? Because
I don't know. Well, if you so if you want to tell me how I don't know shit about Beatdown,
then please do so.
Wait, I think I did make a YMIB podcast at Gmail email.
Okay,
but
is that the hate mail one? That should be a hate mail one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I should make a specific one that has like hate mail in the name, though. It should specifically be like hate mail at YMIB.
No one's going to listen. They're going to initially send it to the one.
They're going to send the hate mail wherever they feel like sending it.
Yeah,
just going to send the hate mail wherever they feel like sending it.
Ah, who's that?
Yeah,
I don't think you can dictate where haters send mail.
That's a good.
Oh, it's because I have to turn on the game. That's why. Yeah. So Rich is suddenly here now, and
suddenly.
Hi, Rich.
What's up?
I stand by my original assessment, which is that Beatdown is not a real genre, and a bunch of just dumb hardcore guys are like, no, dude, it's different. It's not hardcore, it's Beatdown.
Well, we were saying this before.
Specifically about beating down, and you put it on while you are beating down, and then the beating down occurs while you are beating down.
It's like when hardcore guys came up with two-step, and you're like, no, so you specifically, do we count two steps? Like where do you count 3 and 4, and where does this become like 4 is a addition of 2 and 2? Is that the type of two-step?
I'm still a little baffled by the whole two-step thing because I guess it seems like it exists in every form. Like there's two-step isn't it's just a two-step, right? It's like
Right.
a basic dance function.
Well,
and
yeah, I mean, most meters are just derived from dances. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like,
and so, but like there's like hip hop two-step, and then there's like country. Like,
Right,
I don't know.
right.
They all have their own two-step. And
I know
I'm
that there's
just
a
like-
hip hop version of Beatdown. I know this for a fact because I watched one season of Dancing with the Stars. My excuse is
this
bitch,
is not where I was expecting this anecdote to go. So I'm very interested. Please continue.
No, I watched that, and there was a guy that. Oh no, that's Dancing with the Stars. Sorry, wrong thing. What's the other one? So You Think You Can Dance? That's the
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So there was a guy that came on, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm really good at dancing." Like yo and son and whatever, and he literally
It's
just
not
started.
offensive at all.
Oh,
I
you
just
should
wanna
have heard
point
the
that out.
first podcast. It was great.
I don't know these guys.
I mean, I'm hella
I just-
Scottish and hella white. I mean, everyone's.
this dude just came off the street, and I was like, "Bro, get it on this podcast." Actually,
They were like, "Yo, your tap out T-shirt like really makes you look like you know what's up." I was like,
Right.
"That is true."
He,
They don't have those in Scotland.
he thought he was coming over to like watch UFC, and then we were gonna like talk about that, and I was just like, "My music podcast is happening now,
It's
so
like, all right, well, I'm desperate for attention, so
Yeah.
put me on the internet.
right.
let's do it."
No, I ended up. The guy was dancing, and he started punching the ground, and he said it was like it was something similar to like beat dancing or rage beatdown dancing, and that's the last thing I remember about beatdown before
That's the last
watching.
thing I remember. And then,
And then I blacked out. And I woke up in the hospital.
Come on, who doesn't do drugs and watch? So you think you could dance?
Me, for
well, I
one
don't.
prime example.
I mean, I don't recommend watching it sober necessarily, but
well, or at all.
yeah.
But
No. But yeah, no, it was definitely something that I heard about that in Rage kind of dance, and then yeah, I think it was the Jared Dines video that we watched at one point. Where they had the styles of the YouTube star Jared Dines,
Yeah.
star whatever.
Well,
you
I
fucking
don't know if I'd call him a star.
YouTube star.
fucking care.
YouTube personality.
No, the thing
Jared
is,
Dines.
That's actually a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
They call them YouTube person.
Yeah, that way you don't have to say there's-
YouTube icons. I don't.
You don't
I
have to
mean, who gives a
qualify
twat?
whether or not they are significant. You
Here-
just
Exactly.
here's the thing: if you have an already established term, right, like celebrity,
Yes.
then you have to prefix it with something that invalidates the second half, i.e., the celebrity.
That's
right.
like
So if you have to
that's like the
specify
Kanye
YouTube
thing.
celebrity, it means that like
Not a celebrity.
If
Because
you're
if they
not
were a
heavily involved
celebrity,
in YouTube,
they would
just
be
be
a celebrity.
Yes,
Right.
yes. I'm editing this all too. Because none of this is making it in the fucking. I'm just gonna pretend like it ended a half hour ago and then just like cut it off. I don't know. But guilty pleasures is definitely a thing. Both as like the concept of it is interesting, honestly, and like
guilty pleasures.
No, because I in separate contexts, I agree with you both. That's the thing about it, right? On the one hand, I agree that like. Yeah, in a lot of cases, you should just
gonna
be
count
like,
money.
well,
Just ignore us.
no, because you guys,
my ends over
they're
here.
they're counting money while I'm gonna keep talking. If you, there's plenty of like guilty pleasure stuff where I'm like, no, I don't feel guilty about this because I can explain to you exactly why I enjoy it, and I'm not claiming to enjoy it for some deep artistic meaning, right?
ashamed because of
but
some of your
then there are guilty pleasures where if you are aware that it is like if I secretly listened to Amaranth, it would be a guilty pleasure.
Why do I know that name?
'Cause they're
You know it
terrible.
because I've told you they suck, and many, many other people. And again, there will be an entire episode. Chuck likes them, and I already offered him to be the sort of
Charles?
the devil's
The
advocate,
defender.
Charles.
the counterpoint,
You mean
so to
Charles?
speak.
The counterpoint.
Yeah,
This-
well, he's
this-
Chuck on Facebook.
Yeah, no,
does he
he's
prefer Charles?
No, he does Chuck as well. Yeah, that's
Okay, I don't. I just call him that because I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah,
We want
yeah.
to
No,
keep
it's
it
cool.
fair and balanced.
Right. So he likes them, and that's the thing. Like it's okay to like something that I think is garbage. Like we were saying, pop music is basically like candy.
That's who I heard them from, Charles.
It's okay to enjoy it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has any sort of depth or greater enrichment to your life to listen to
We're
it.
not getting any closer to a cure for cancer after listening to
Right.
it.
Right.
Yeah.